Hi, welcome. Today we are in Mooikloof Glen estate in Pretoria East, and this is an absolutely magnificent home. I can't wait to show it to you. And for the car enthusiasts, 10-car garage plus space for another 100, I'm sure. But just a quick look. This is the front of your house. You are on almost a hectare stand. The house is over 1,300 square meters big, so you know you're in for a treat. It's designed also by a well-renowned architect, Pattichides. Don't ask me to spell the name, but I've sold another house of his previously in another estate and achieved top dollar because of the quality and the beauty of the product. So the entrance, you can see you have this big round driveway that goes around, and then you've got the porte-cochere, double volume, I would say. So plenty of space for your guests to drive in, take a look at the beauty of the house, and then park right in front here. We just had a massive rain, so it's a big benefit to be able to just park in front of your entrance. We have a koi pond to the left, and 4 of the 10 garages also to the left, and I'll show them to you shortly. Then we're stepping into double volume entrance hall. You can do a ton of artwork, you can do mirrors, you can also put some sculptures here. There's a lot of space for that. And from there, the entrance hall just extends into basically a view into your garden. So your garden is pretty much an endless view, and you see a hill in front of you as well. Very feng shui, I believe. And then immediately to your right, you see the formal lounge, I would call. And that one has a wooden floor. The rest of the house is tiles, so very easy to maintain. And what's great is with your lounge, again, views of the garden, access to the balcony and to the patio that we're going to see shortly. And then we have that double-sided fireplace. So gas fireplace heats up that entire space. On top of, you already have underfloor heating in that house, if you're feeling very brave with your electricity bills. Now we're going to step into the rest of the entertainment areas. So it's open plan, but you still have those columns just to separate the entrance from the formal lounge and to give a bit of privacy. And here we've got the dining room, currently a 10-seater, easily 12 to 14-seater as well. Lovely crystal lights, pendants just above your table. Again, the view, I'm going to keep bringing you back to the view because it is absolutely magnificent. Windows everywhere. We're now seeing actually a bit of the sunset light coming through the windows. So beautiful, cozy space for those formal dinners. And we have even more space for the everyday family dinners. What do you think, Vanessa?
It's gorgeous. The view is absolutely stunning, and the lighting after the rain we had makes a beautiful effect.
And while we're walking, we've just stepped into the family space, and it is also divided with the dining room by the same half wall and columns that we have, which obviously gives us space for that TV. It makes the room also separate and designated for its use, and it probably also helps a lot with the sound. So if people are entertaining in the formal lounge and people are sitting watching TV, or the kids are watching TV, it's not going to bother the formal party. We are now into the everyday family room. Immediately stepping from there, we actually have a 6-seater breakfast nook that comes out from the kitchen counter. So it's on a table height, but it's the Caesar stone, waterfall, extra thick, and then we have the elevation of the actual kitchen counter, and now we stepped into the kitchen. Very modern, very slick kitchen. I like the mix of colors, and there's almost like a mix of textures as well, because some of the finishes are this wooden look. We also have the stainless steel with the handles, as well as the stainless steel, very arty looking extractor fan. You don't see those often, but it's beautiful, as well as obviously functional. And then, of course, we have other textures with the soft, almost off-white, the rest of the cabinetry, and the Caesar stone that we're seeing throughout. And as a backsplash, they're actually using this sand feeling textured wallpaper. So you also get a bit of a sparkle going on with all your backsplash. Integrated, so we have a Siemens oven, gas stovetop, integrated Siemens microwave. We have the Siemens coffee machine, which I think is a must in every kitchen.
Absolutely.
And that's not all. We have more of a kitchen. So let's have a quick look around the corner where the scullery is. So first we start with almost like a coffee station or an additional storage passage that leads from the garage. And this is 4 of the garages. I keep mentioning we've got more, so keep watching. There's more to come. Massive walk-in pantry. I absolutely love it. And then a separate laundry room. I love the fact that there's a separate laundry room from the rest of the scullery. And then you can call it a scullery, but it's pretty much a second kitchen, right?
Absolutely, it's a massive space here.
Caterer's kitchen. This is where someone makes your tapas.
Yes. Also with a view, mind you.
Also with a view, and very close to the veggie garden that we're going to see later. A quick squeeze at the 4 of the garages. Also, this house is not stingy on storage space, so there's storerooms pretty much everywhere. So here we've got the 4 garages. You'll notice extra height, and you'll notice the whole solar setup. And keep watching, because I'll also show you that whole solar farm going on at the back of the property. But there's 4, and we're gonna see later on 6 more. Very cool, the lights, this bulkhead just above the countertops here, and that breakfast table. You know, the bulkhead also follows the same design. I think it's a fun look for the kitchen.
Yes, definitely. Love the accentuated reds as well.
We have a surprise room here, like a bonus room. So we're heading down into the basement. These days, I don't think a house is, we can mention a house being high-end if there isn't a cinema. So you have probably a cinema for about 20 people, I would say at least. It's the room setup. They haven't kitted it out because the house is just staged as it is. But you can do a massive cinema here. You can pretty much do a massive playroom or a gym if you are big into that. Over and above that, you also have what was designed here to be, call it the cigar lounge or you know, the wine cellar room. But this entire basement, I think, is over 100 square meters. So the sky's the limit of what you can do here. And what's great is that it leads straight from the bar area and the family entertainment space. So everything here in terms of flow makes sense. You know, all the entertainment rooms are close together. So this was designed to be the games room. Imagine your pool table right here, or table, tennis table. That room underneath, maybe we can even consider it for paddle.
I was just going to say, this is a bit small for paddle, but downstairs...
Squash court.
Yes.
So we've got our indoor gas braai, so it's nice and clean for inside. They've already put a big TV here, but imagine that pool table that I mentioned. The bar is built in as well. Again, we've got our Caesar stone. Here we're keeping it more the whites or cream colors with just a bit of that wood look as well, just to soften the look. And a lot of storage and packing space, and quite a cool shelving also to display your favorite liquor. I don't know if it's Rooibos tea in these bottles or if it's a fancy liquor, but you can show off. And then right next to the bar, the very necessary toilet. Next to the bar, tucked away and very cleverly designed with a separate door that leads out into the pool area. So from the pool, kiddies with wet feet can come straight into the toilet. You can put a seat here, you can have a waiting room set up, dressing room or whatever you like. And it's a fun room. I like the colors they chose. I feel with toilets, one can play around and be very bold and brave with the colors.
Yes, I think the choice there is actually great.
It's not dark enough, but your bar is backlit. So for the disco nights, you just need that disco bowl. And you can change your lights, I believe, and just have fun also with the lighting. All of the doors, everything folds open from your dining room, from the living room, the formal lounge, everything opens up onto this patio. And what a magnificent view it presents. It's great what they've done also with the seamless glass balustrade, basically that protects little kids from the pool area. The pool is also an infinity pool, so you're just looking at this gorgeous sparkling blue water, and then the garden and the view of the hill. Big enough space in your patio for soft seating, for a table, a ton of storage again. This house, everything is about storage as well, so everything can be very neatly tucked away. And then here we've got the wood burning charcoal braai as well. A quick mention before we go in, keep watching because we're going to tour the garden after we're done with the interior of the house. We were waiting for the rain to stop, but there's quite a lot of features this house has to offer outside. And just a quick look whilst I'm here, you'll notice you have these windows, and this is not a tint window. The glass was actually done with that copper tint already in the glass. It's very good to protect from the harshness of the sun inside, and it just gives you a little bit protection to the furniture, but also it does, because you've got so many windows, it's not too bright from the sun. So now we're stepping back inside where we started with our entrance hall and entrance corridor where you can display so much artwork. We're looking at that formal lounge area quickly, and then a quick look at this would be office number 2 or your bedroom, because it is designed with the size and the layout and location to be the 5th bedroom. It's next to the bathroom as well that we're going to have a look at. Currently, the owners prefer to have 2 offices, so they have office 1, office 2, but this would be bedroom 5. Then we've got the full bathroom that services those 2 bedrooms that are next to each other. So all lovely neutral colors, modern, very good finishes in all of the bathrooms. And then we're stepping into the guest bedroom, which is also the treadmill room, because you've got the best view from here. Notice with the bedrooms we have air cons, and all the bedrooms, this one is en suite with that bathroom that we just saw, but it would share if you're doing a 5th bedroom. The other 3 bedrooms upstairs are all en suite as well. So plenty of space, and the rooms are big enough for additional furniture. So ensuite cupboards, full bathroom, and we forgot whilst we were in the kitchen, but we'll quickly have a look at the study number 1. So we're walking back into the kitchen area, and a quick squiz, another beautiful, it's actually a very big study, a lot of cupboards here as well. And one can even make it a TV room, especially if you have little kiddies and you want to be in the kitchen and you want to make sure you know exactly where they are. It would work for that. Otherwise, homework room, then you make sure you lock the door so they can't escape.
It's definitely big enough for a playroom.
Yes.
Or a TV lounge.
Would your boys do homework here if you lock them up?
If you lock the door.
Okay, now we can head upstairs. Keep watching, we have gorgeous bedrooms to see upstairs and beautiful other features. And afterwards, we're going to tour the garden. So going upstairs, we have the same tiles, very large, very neutral tiles. So it's great because it fits anything. We see these beautiful windows, floor to ceiling. So you've got the view, you've got the sunlight. And then you step upstairs and you have a pajama lounge area. Again, wrapped around with windows and views of the garden. So it's really very nicely situated. It's also quite cozy. Often with pajama lounges and double volume, you hear the sound downstairs, but here the way they situated it, you're actually not echoing at all. So great space, opening onto a magnificent scenic balcony where you're literally just looking out onto the estate. You can see your neighbor's dam, but you can also see your beautiful garden. And I mean, we're literally just starting the rain season and the garden is already green. Why is that? Because we have 2 boreholes. So there's plenty of water to go around to make sure your garden is nice and green. We're going to start with the main bedroom because I think it's the coolest room upstairs. First, just a quick look. This is a little balcony that they created, maybe for your morning yoga practice, your meditation practice, or maybe just to get some fresh air because you have a jacuzzi room. So that is super cool. It's right next to the main bedroom, but it's also accessible by the other bedrooms. It has that balcony next door. If it's a hot summer night, you open all the windows, step into that jacuzzi, and you relax and you forget the worries of the day. And now we're stepping into the main bedroom. We have a fireplace again here. It's a bit hot today, so we didn't turn on the fireplaces, but it's a great floating fireplace. I've seen this many times. It literally feels like the fire is just coming out of nowhere. Then we have our TV, of course, massive room. Imagine also you can have some soft seating here, a few couches. It's lovely how they've designed that, oversized, what do we call this thing behind the bed?
Now you're asking me. I'm also now...
Headboard.
Headboard.
Custom made, oversized headboard. And then we have the dropped bulkhead again with mood lighting above it, as well as those starry lights that you see. The same theme with your bulkheads above the curtains. So a lot of attention to detail, a lot of thought put into this. And this bedroom has its own balcony, which I think is very clever because none of the kids can run from the one balcony to the other. We have the view, but cleverly they've also placed a bit of a column here so you can have all of your windows open for those hot summer nights without compromising the privacy of the bed.
That's actually very well thought through.
I thought so too, yes. Very, very cool design. And then from there we're heading towards, but just imagine how much space here if you want to have dressing tables, whatever other furniture. Some people like the bedroom to be, very opulent. Other people like it more minimalistic, but the options are there. We've now stepped into this massive walk-in, walk-through closet. I think there's a lot of cupboard space. Of course, I know it's always a challenge. If you say it's too much, people say, no, I'll fill it up. I'm sure you can fill it up, but I think it's quite decent. It's very cool, the seat they've got in the middle. So you can sit, you can change your shoes, but you also have the 2 oversized pedestals on each side, for whether it's socks, whether it's watches or whatever. And then we're stepping into the ensuite bathroom. His and hers, we've got 2 showers, big enough, to be double showers. We have an outside shower as well. We have a huge bath, and this bath is quite a unique design, very luxurious. I want to say it will fit more than 2 people, but I guess we only need 2. But it's a very luxurious, top of the range. Everything here, all your fittings and finishes with your bathrooms, with your taps, everything is absolute top of the range and timeless. It's all Geberit, it's all very, very classy and high end.
Let's take a look at the outdoor shower as well.
Who uses an outdoor shower in your house?
Well, if I had one, I might use it, but up to now, not yet.
What do you think of this chandelier?
Isn't it very interesting?
It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
This smoky glass, and it speaks to the little bit of copper that you see through. These are actually almost like 3D tile. We always, have to describe the texture because you can't feel the texture in our videos, but the sound here, everything is quiet, peace and quiet. You've got texture on the walls. You even with that wood paneling part of the room just gives you those different textures. And back to heading for the other bedrooms. Air cons in all the bedrooms. In terms of the building quality, shadow lines everywhere, extra high ceilings, custom sized doors and window frames. So in that sense, you really have the best of the best. Bedroom number 2 upstairs.
I'm still on the jacuzzi, Marusha.
You still, oh, you're planning for the jacuzzi. We've got a queen size bed and space for additional furniture, access to the balcony. The 2 bedrooms here, the kiddies' bedrooms will share the balcony. Then we have a very decent sized closet and its own ensuite bathroom. And all the bathrooms really excellent finishes, excellent quality. It's not any different than what you see with the main. So we have Hansgrohe finishes throughout. Another very cool shaped bath. Views again of the exterior and our stunning gardens. So this one is our full bathroom. Back through that pajama lounge. And of course we're in Pretoria, New East Side, plenty of private schools in the area, plenty of awesome shopping in the area. So you're very close by, and now they're actually building up the roads to extra lanes. So for those that live in the area, Garsfontein Road's becoming much wider as well. This now is literally a mirror image of the downstairs bedroom that we saw, the guest bedroom. So we have a big room here. We have quite a sizable closet, unusually sizable for a spare bedroom or a kiddie's bedroom, and another full bathroom with another unique shaped bath. And what's really cool is that all the baths also have a handheld shower, which I think is a nice feature. You don't often see it. Unusual basin as well. So each bathroom has its own unique flavor, if I can say. So we've seen 3 ensuite bedrooms upstairs, jacuzzi, pajama lounge. Now we're gonna head out into the garden and see the features outside. I hope you've stayed with us all the way through the house, and now you are outside so we can see the magnificent gardens and additional features this property has to offer. So we're now standing in front of the house right next to the entrance, where we have 6 more car garage space behind me with additional storage as well. And then a massive driveway. We started our tour right on top there, so we're going to now walk past it, but we're also going to show you what the rest of this property has to offer in terms of garden space. You see over 300 cycads probably, and a ton of also other beautiful plants that have been nurtured and loved here. So the landscaping is absolutely magnificent, and a lot of indigenous plants as well. So that also assists with our low maintenance garden. And don't forget the boreholes. We're seeing again those tinted, or not tinted, but the glass that's with the built-in tint already. And now we're gonna head for the back of the property just to have a look at our solar farm. Very nice feature here. What, is this a windmill, Vanessa?
I only know there's a wind pump. It's not the same as a windmill, but it pumps water.
It's got the name Climax on top of it, and I think this house epitomizes the climax of the most beautiful house on the estate. So how amazing is that? So this entire solar panel farm was placed here for 2 reasons. Firstly, because this is a space that doesn't usually get used. We're right behind the house. Secondly, so it's easy access to clean the solar panels. Those of you that have solar panels know that you need to have them cleaned so that they functions at its optimum. Behind me, an amazing veggie garden, and it's actually lush. It's producing veggies. It looks nothing like my veggie garden. I think I can definitely eat here for at least a week before I start getting ravenous. So beautiful space for your veggie garden. And then I'm just going to mention we have quite a lot of Jojo tanks, and everything is tucked away. So you're not in any way, you know, displaying all the support functions. That house that you see next to the Jojo tanks on your right hand side, that cottage is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom lounge kitchenette for your staff, because obviously with a big property you would need to have support staff to help keep it in that magnificent state. We also have a water filtration system here for the water into the house, and 2 more storerooms that are basically accessible from the back of the house here. And then the beautiful garden continues with flower beds here and there, lush green grass. We're literally beginning of October, so grass doesn't usually look as green as that, but we've got it here. And then a quick walk down just to have a look at the garden from the back of the house or from the pool section. And we can wrap up our video. So we've seen a house of almost 1,400, just under 1,400 square meter, cinema room, massive basement, 5 bedrooms, a study, a bar area, multiple living spaces, a trampoline, I forgot to mention, and this beautiful view on top of the hill. Absolutely magnificent. One look from this side. Vanessa, I think you're gonna love what you see if you come around. Any thoughts? Final thoughts?
Isn't it gorgeous? And the way the light actually played with us today, it's a majestic, wonderful, very elegant house.
Elegant,
With
absolutely.
A gorgeous, gorgeous view.
Very classy home. And it's timeless. It's modern, but at the same time, timeless modern. Thank you for watching. I hope you stay till the end. And if this is your home, call me. I'll be glad to show it to you.